and that's being contained. The issue is the speed and the force of this water. I mean, if it brings something big enough or powerful enough down with it, that's where it can cause damage, and that's why people have been told to get out of the way. But when I was talking to someone from the Office of Emergency Management earlier this afternoon, I asked him to describe, what you're dealing with. What's one word to describe the conditions here? And he said tough, because usually when it rains, they have 12 dams, 12 reservoirs that can deal with this water, but all 12 right now are pretty much to the max, if not over the max. So you have a whole list of safeguards, but in this extraordinary situation, those safeguards are basically failing, and that's why we are seeing not only water flooding through the city of Boulder, but also in those other communities like Lyons. But this roar is just getting more and more intense in the last minute or so that I've been talking, and it's certainly concerning, because this is a very powerful push.
Well, it almost looks like a storm. I mean, when you're watching this water, you can almost feel like you're at the ocean and watching the waves just churning and churning. So again, we were alerted to a possible wall of water, a water surge that we've been watching. That's why we're focused here on Boulder Creek tonight. And with the help of some of those flashlights out there, you can watch it with us and get a better idea as to how quickly and what kind of debris they are concerned about with Boulder Creek, and what might be moving into Boulder. Again, they were anticipating this because of mudslides along South Boulder Creek, and they were worried that, I'm 4 Mile Canyon, that the water was going to come rushing into Boulder Creek from 4 Mile Canyon, and in part because of that burn scar area. So that is why we're watching and keeping our eyes on Boulder Creek tonight, because they were anticipating that there would be this wall of water that some described as possibly 30 feet.
Mike Nelson joining us now. Let me read you the latest as we keep an eye on this. These are the statements from the National Weather Service. Flash flood emergency continues for the 4 Mile burn area, the city of Boulder, Left-Hand Creek, seek higher ground, potentially life-threatening situation. Boulder Emergency Management reported the significant rises coming down 4 Mile Creek out of the 4 Mile burn area into Boulder Canyon. The surge expected to reach the mouth of Boulder Canyon in the city of Boulder. This was it's probably a little late. They expected it to be here by this time, but it still looks like about a 10-foot wall of water coming down Left-Hand Canyon. Residents downstream can expect significant increases in water level, and we're hearing that with the sound, and Mark has mentioned that, even east of the canyons over the next hour. And in addition, we have flash flood warning that has been issued for much of Larimer County. Seaman Reservoir on the North Fork of the Cache La Poudre has filled. This will lead to significant increased stream flows and flooding along the Cache La Poudre through the mouth of that canyon, and that continues on until 2 a.m. Flash flood warnings remain in effect for western Adams and north central Denver County. A series of retention ponds were still in threat of breaching. They're located on Rocky Mountain Arsenal, the wildlife refuge there, with the threat of breaking and affecting the Irondale neighborhood. Evacuations have occurred there, including portions of Commerce City. And then a flash flood warning for northeastern Park County, Jefferson County, Clear Creek, and Gilpin County. Jefferson County Sheriff reported evacuations taking place along Upper Bear Creek. Bear Creek was running extremely high all the way down through Morrison. Considerable flooding can be expected along the entire stretch of Bear Creek tonight, as well as many other streams and creeks in the warned area.